8 housewives, 8 headline-making transformations, but how much of what viewers believe is actually true today? From candid facelift recoveries and revised rhinoplasties to lip procedures that became painful cautionary tales, these women have lived under a microscope where every new photo starts another debate. Tonight, we are separating personal disclosures from internet speculation and looking beyond the before and after pictures. Because behind every cosmetic decision lies a question America cannot stop asking: empowerment, pressure, or a complicated mix of both? Caroline Stanbury did not unveil her facelift with a perfectly filtered reveal. She showed the bruising, swelling, bandages, and the emotional shock that followed surgery. That honesty made her story more compelling than a standard before and after montage. In 2023, the Real Housewives of Dubai star underwent a facelift in Los Angeles and documented parts of her recovery with husband Sergio Carallo. His tearful reaction became a memorable moment, but Caroline's response was characteristically dry. Recovery looked frightening before the final result could emerge. Isn't that the part celebrity beauty stories usually hide? Stanbury had lived for years in a world where wealth, fashion, and appearance operate almost like social currency. Yet she did not pretend the procedure was effortless. She described discomfort, uncertainty, and the strange experience of temporarily not recognizing herself. When the swelling settled, she expressed satisfaction with the outcome, while viewers remained divided. Some admired her candor. Others questioned whether the change was necessary. That debate reveals something larger than one housewife's face. Women on reality television are criticized for aging, then criticized again when they intervene. Caroline chose intervention and refused to whisper about it. Her story is not simply about looking younger, it is about controlling the narrative before strangers control it for her. Would audiences react differently if cosmetic recovery were shown as honestly as childbirth, fitness, or illness? Caroline turned private bruises into public conversation and made perfection look far less simple. Erika Jayne understands the power of a dramatic entrance. The platinum hair, sculpted makeup, designer costumes, and stage persona called Erika Jayne were built to be noticed. So when her appearance changed during later seasons of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, viewers immediately began analyzing photographs, comparing episodes, and offering theories. But what has Erika actually confirmed? That question matters because online speculation often moves faster than evidence. Erika has openly discussed Botox and the beauty maintenance surrounding her public image. She has also faced claims that weight loss or facial changes must have come from Ozempic or major surgery. She denied using Ozempic and attributed her weight change to hormonal shifts. Whether viewers accept that explanation is separate from what can responsibly be stated as fact. Her story exposes the strange contract reality stars seem to sign with the audience. Show us everything, and we may still assume you are hiding something. Erika sells glamour as performance, yet people often treat every visible difference as a confession waiting to happen. Is a new contour evidence, or could lighting, makeup, aging, weight change, and styling reshape what the camera records? Erika's transformation narrative is therefore less about one confirmed operation than about public suspicion itself. She reminds us that an image can invite endless investigation. Viewers may debate her face, but unless she verifies a procedure, speculation remains speculation. Uncertainty can generate more attention than any answer ever could. Kyle Richards has grown up with cameras close enough to capture every change. She appeared as a child actor long before becoming the emotional center of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which means viewers can compare images spanning decades. Kyle has not denied every difference. She has publicly acknowledged multiple rhinoplasty procedures, including one performed after she broke her nose while filming Halloween Kills. She has also discussed liposuction, Botox, and other beauty treatments. That openness complicates the usual guessing game. What makes Kyle's story interesting is not simply the list of procedures. It is how naturally appearance becomes part of her television identity. A new hairstyle can spark headlines, a slimmer frame can create months of rumors. When her body changed significantly, critics connected it to Ozempic. Kyle repeatedly denied using the drug and credited sobriety, nutrition, and demanding workouts. Still, the speculation continued. Why are audiences sometimes more willing to believe a secret injection than a public explanation? Kyle lives inside a contradiction. Reality television rewards reinvention, Los Angeles sells endless methods of self-improvement, and social media preserves every earlier face for comparison. Yet stars are expected to change without appearing to try too hard. Her cosmetic history shows candor and boundaries. She has discussed chosen procedures, but that does not make every theory true. Kyle has aged, changed habits, undergone confirmed work, and evolved under scrutiny. A camera records her appearance, it cannot explain it. Heather Gay does not speak about cosmetic work like it is a forbidden secret. She talks about it almost like another person might discuss hair appointments, gym memberships, or expensive shoes. As a co-owner of Beauty Lab Plus Laser and a star of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Heather stands where personal insecurity, entrepreneurship, and beauty culture meet. She has publicly detailed Botox, fillers, laser treatments, 2 rhinoplasties, eyelid surgery, and a mommy makeover, estimating that years of procedures and upkeep cost around $200,000. Few housewives have been this specific. Her honesty sounds funny and defiant, but an emotional story sits underneath it. Heather has described growing up in a restrictive religious culture and feeling she did not match its ideal image. Once she gained independence, treatments became part of deciding how she wanted to present herself. Was that empowerment, pressure, or both? Viewers also debated her weight loss after Heather acknowledged using a GLP-1 medication. She did not frame the drug as magic or pretend her appearance changed through willpower alone. That admission challenged the familiar celebrity script about drinking water and suddenly discovering hiking. Heather's honest approach will not appeal to everyone. What makes her story valuable is transparency. She connects beauty to money, access, and self-perception instead of selling effortless perfection. In a franchise fueled by secrets, Heather's boldest move may be presenting the receipt and asking why wanting change should produce shame. Lisa Rinna's lips became famous before reality television turned cosmetic procedures into weekly conversation. In 1986, she had silicone injected into her upper lip, inspired by the fuller look she admired at the time. Years later, scar tissue and hardening created problems, and she underwent surgery in 2010 to reduce and reshape the lip. It is one of Hollywood's clearest examples of how a fashionable decision can become a lifelong physical reality. Would viewers judge the choice differently if they remembered how young she was? Rinna has also spoken openly about Botox, fillers, and breast implants. At times, she admitted going too far with facial filler and changed course when she disliked the result. That willingness to acknowledge regret separates her story from the fantasy that every procedure delivers instant confidence. Cosmetic work can require revisions, restraint, and difficult conversations with the mirror. On The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa turned self-awareness into armor. She joked before critics could weaponize her appearance, making her lips a recognizable brand. Yet humor does not erase decades of commentary. The feature that made her unforgettable also invited ridicule. Lisa's experience asks a serious question. When does an enhancement become public property? She made a choice, lived with complications, corrected it, and continued before unforgiving cameras. Her story is not a warning. It reminds us that trends fade, bodies respond unpredictably, and permanent decisions can outlast the culture that made them desirable. Margaret Josephs rarely treats cosmetic work as a confession. She speaks about it with the bluntness that made her a memorable presence on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Over the years, Margaret has openly discussed a facelift, neck work, eyelid procedures, and breast surgery. In 2025, she also underwent her first rhinoplasty, later revealing that the operation refined her nose and corrected a deviated septum. A facial fat transfer helped address hollowness following significant weight loss. Instead of presenting recovery as glamorous, she described the bruising as brutal. That detail changes the tone. Viewers normally meet the finished face under reunion lights, not the private person hiding in a hotel while swelling subsides. Margaret kept that recovery quiet for months, then shared it on her own terms. Does delayed disclosure make someone secretive, or simply allow her to heal without public judgment? Margaret has also discussed using a GLP-1 medication during menopause. Naming medical assistants challenges the celebrity narrative that major changes come from discipline alone. Openness has not protected her from criticism. Some fans praise her honesty, others argue that procedures alter the features that made her distinctive. Her response is that the decision belongs to her. Margaret's story rejects outside approval. It refuses shame while admitting choices involve discomfort, money, and risk. Beneath the jersey toughness is a recognizable desire to look in the mirror and feel aligned with the woman she believes herself to be. Cynthia Bailey entered public life as a model, so her face and body were evaluated long before Bravo installed cameras in her Atlanta home. That history gives her cosmetic choices a different emotional weight. She has spoken openly about breast augmentation and later chose a breast reduction as part of a broader mommy makeover, which included abdominal work and repair of a hernia. For Cynthia, the conversation was not limited to looking younger. Comfort, proportion, health, and the accumulated changes of motherhood all shaped the decision. That distinction matters. Celebrity coverage often compresses every operation into vanity, even when discomfort is involved. Cynthia wanted relief and a body that felt balanced. Should a procedure be judged differently when aesthetics and health overlap, or is that division artificial? She has also discussed trying an injectable weight loss medication and stopping after it failed to curb her appetite. The experiment reminds viewers that widely discussed treatments do not produce identical results for everyone. Cynthia did not receive the effortless transformation promised by online hype, and saying so added useful reality to the conversation. Throughout the Real Housewives of Atlanta, her image rested on elegance and composure, yet maintaining it required recovery. Cynthia's story resists a simple before and after. Her body has carried modeling, pregnancy, aging, and scrutiny. Intervention became a chapter, not her identity. The deeper transformation may be defining beauty as comfort and ownership rather than perfection for another camera. Jennifer Aydin occupies an unusual place in the Housewives' beauty conversation. She is a reality star married to plastic surgeon Dr. Bill Aydin. Procedures are part of her household, the family business, and her storyline on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Jennifer has openly discussed breast reduction and lift surgery, liposuction, rhinoplasty, and a chin implant. Some results pleased her. Others brought regret, proving access cannot guarantee satisfaction. Her 2021 nose surgery in Turkey became especially controversial. Jennifer later acknowledged that she was unhappy during recovery and eventually had the chin implant removed. The experience created television. What happens when a confident person sees a change and realizes it does not feel like her? Jennifer's honesty also carries a complication. Because her husband is a surgeon, audiences sometimes assume every decision is casual or perfectly informed. Yet marriage, expertise, and personal taste do not automatically align. She has described Bill's reservations about operating on family, while still defending an individual's right to alter features that cause unhappiness. Her story avoids easy extremes. Cosmetic surgery is neither guaranteed confidence nor automatically a tragic mistake. It can deliver satisfaction, disappointment, revision, and self-knowledge in one journey. Jennifer's most revealing transformation is not one procedure. It is her willingness to say when a choice failed, reverse part of it, and continue on camera. In a culture obsessed with flawless outcomes, admitting regret may be the most authentic result she could show. These 8 stories reveal something bigger than cosmetic procedures, the impossible standards surrounding women on reality television. Some choices brought confidence, others brought complications, and several remain nothing more than online speculation. So, where does freedom end and public pressure begin? Whatever your answer, remember that a changed face never tells the whole story. Which housewife surprised you most, and whose experience should we explore next? Share your thoughts below.